Hello, thank you for calling Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, I was wondering if each of the guests, the candidates, could say one thing that they think has gone well since Hurricane Harvey and the judicial response to it, moving courthouses and things like that, and one thing that they think has not gone well, and what they would have done differently on the thing that would have not gone, that they did not do well.
Great question. Thanks for the call. Armin, we'll start with you.
Okay, great.
Because your name begins with an A, so why not start with
So does his. He's got two A's.
Yeah, you're right to the left. You're right to the left.
Aaron.
You're right to the left of me.
Okay.
We'll just go around the table.
So I think one thing that's gone pretty well is that everyone's kind of been a team player, the DAs, the defense lawyers. No one's really getting on each other's back about certain things. We know that sometimes files are being misplaced and files are being lost. And as a defense lawyer, I've been pretty patient with a lot of my cases because I know the situation. They're in 10 different buildings. I get it. One bad thing is we asked the judges to waive pretrial appearances, and they still refuse to do so. And it would just alleviate so many problems if they did, and they're not doing it. And it's just unacceptable to me, and I don't know why they continue to require people there at 8:30 when there's only one working elevator and not very much parking, and in a courthouse where people have never been to and don't know. It's unacceptable.
Aaron?
I have to agree with him on the whole team player, just seeing everybody together and being more understanding. I guess as the city as a whole, as it grew together, I think the courthouse family, whether you're a judge, a defense lawyer, or a prosecutor, brought everybody closer together and at least brought a sense of understanding to one another. Something that I think could have been handled differently, but I'm not sure how they could have done it better. I do a lot of appointments, as does David. It's difficult, the way you're assigned, you can get transferred. The way it works is you're working out of one court and then you go over to the jail and you can get appointed cases out of every other court. But then with all the PR bonds that we discussed earlier in the segment and unsecured bonds, if they get released or if they make bond, then you're kind of stuck with them and then you're running back and forth. I know, JV, you run into this issue too. I'm not sure how that could have been handled better, but I'm sure that it could have been handled a little bit better. I know that's one issue that a lot of people have run into. But I guess the understanding, the good part, is it's still somewhat working, making the best of a bad situation.
David?
It's funny that, we've all been working in the building for a long time. We all complain, moan, yell, these darn elevators at 1201, and now the experience. Now we're like, oh man, we had it great.
I've never wanted to go back
and now
had
so bad.
The grass is always green. And I've had a different experience from Armin. I think that the judges that we've had now, they've really gone above and beyond to really kind of help us out. If my guy really needs more time, I think that we've basically gotten it. I think that, the good thing is that everybody's really been able to help each other out as far as, because there's staggered dockets everywhere. So for most, the judges are pretty understanding about, the dress isn't as strict as it is. The timing isn't as strict as it is. I mean, now we're starting to get back to the norm of things. I think logistically it's difficult with what we're dealing with, and I think the bad part is that we're still dealing with it, but I mean, it's a consequence that we're going to be dealing with for the next year and a half. But I think that we're getting back to it, and I think we're all going to be very happy when we get back to 1201, that's for sure.